HSN's #1 top reader product of all time, healthy hair, skin, and nails. What we have for you tonight is not only the most potent formula, this is actually 5,000 micrograms per formula, as opposed to last year when it was 4,000. So that's the first thing.
And originally it was 500.
Originally it was 500.
Yes.
So it's 5,000, and then on top of that, we have the lowest price ever. It's $89 for 720 cap size, which has never been done before. Up until now, normally to get the 720, it's $99, and then on top of that, it's been 4,000 micrograms. Now it's 5,000. So this is unequivocally our best value for everybody's favorite beauty product. All you do is pick the size. It's completely up to you, a 60, a 180, a 360, a 720. The biggest savings will always be in the largest size, but you're welcome to get any size that fits your needs, fits your budget. So you decide, look at the savings. You're saving $120 if you do the 720, $65 if you're doing the 360. I mean, whichever one you decide on. You can't even buy normally 360 capsules for $89. 360 capsules would be $124.90.
In fact, the year supply
Amazing.
already sold out. But even with the year supply, if you look at the year supply price at $59.90, for another year, you're only paying $30 more. So yes, the year supply is great because it will take you at 1 capsule daily all the way till next year. But the 2 years, the product, you don't have to worry about it losing potency or anything like that. The product is perfect at 1 capsule a day to last you 2 years and not have to worry about it next July. And that's when you're going to wait till the next time we have a Today Special, because we only do a Today Special like this. And that's why we do the large supplies once a year. So whether you use it as 1 capsule a day or 2 capsules a day, at 2 capsules, it still lasts until July of next year. And that's the entire intent behind that. So at 1 capsule daily, it's lasting you 2 years. It's a little bit more than a dime a day.
Wow.
And even when I think of that, and the original product was 500 micrograms of biotin, about 10% as much. And that original product was a little under 50 cents per day. To think of that in over 20 years, the only thing that's happened is this product has gone up tenfold. It's 10 times the potency, and it's about 20% the price. So it's just a dramatic change. So a little more than a dime. I was saying earlier today, I love running trails. That a lot of people, if there was a dime on the trail, they wouldn't bend down to pick it up. I certainly would, but they wouldn't. I just pick it up, even just because I don't like to see litter on the trail. I pick up litter when I'm running. But it's something that I think for something this valuable that can make such a profound difference in this day and age, things that we think of that aren't costly. A piece of, say, a piece of chewing gum costs more than this will cost per day. A bottle of water that you might buy is the equivalent of 10 days or 2 weeks of this product.
Wow.
So to think of the benefits you get in the context of the value, the cost, it's something I would have never expected from this product. If I look 20 years ago, you would have asked me what it would be selling for 20 years from now. Given inflation and the typical things that happen in our economy, I would figure, oh, it's gotta cost 20 years from now, it's gotta cost $1 or $2 a day, not a dime a day, which is a really exciting opportunity for everyone.
It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to say this, it is the greatest beauty bargain of all time. First of all, in a capsule, you are addressing 3 things. So it's a triple threat. It's hair, skin, and nails, all in 1 capsule. And you will see results. And the reason I say that with such confidence is because this would not be our top reorder product across all categories. This is our top reorder product. Nobody's reordering anything that they don't love. Let's all be honest. Most of us are not. You try something once, a lot of times, especially with beauty products, because we're all looking for that holy grail. We're all looking for something that's going to deliver results and benefits. And the fact of the matter is, this delivers. And you will see a difference in your hair, in your skin, in your nails. And you know what I love about what Andrew did this visit? So not only, and that's why we've sold over 40,000, and I will say, get yours now while we have it. It's a one-time only. This is the final show. This is it. You won't see it offered like this for a full year.
Goes back to normal.
Exactly. So, but the key to this is that it's the most potent formula we've ever offered. It's never been offered with 5,000 micrograms per serving. So that right out of the gate, it's more potent than ever before. It's the most affordable price by far. Normally we sell when it's a today's special, we would sell 720 capsules for $99, which is great. But tonight it's even less than that. It's $89 for the 720 capsules.
And it's 5,000 IU. Last year, we did 720 capsules. It was $99 and it was 4,000 IU.
Right.
So we lowered the price and increased the potency. The only time it ever was $89 in the past, it was either 600 capsules, 500 capsules if we went further back, and 360 capsules if we went even further back.
Yep.
So it's one of those examples of a product that we've continued to improve the value. And the one thing I like to underscore about all our products, because I think most people have had very bad experiences with vitamins, because the typical vitamins in a retail store, in a discount store, 99+% of them are tablets. Tablets are easy to make, but tablets are not in the interests. They're not beneficial to the people using them. Tablets are hard to swallow. Tablets are compressed into a dense mass. Basically, you're swallowing a rock when you swallow a tablet. Tablets are not something, if you were making vitamins for yourself, that you would choose to make. You would want to preserve the ingredients in their original form. In the original form, when a vitamin manufacturer receives the key nutrients in a product like this, they come in a powdered form. And if you want to retain their availability, if you want to retain their activity, you preserve them in that powdered form. It's just more difficult and more expensive for a manufacturer to do that. And most of the products that are purchased out in the marketplace, they're made by manufacturers for someone who's marketing it. They're not made by the company marketing it. In fact, most vitamins bought in America, the most popular brands in America, are vitamin brands that are the brand of a retail store. They're not really vitamin brands. They're vitamin brands of a retail store that retail store is having someone make for them. So it's actually quite unusual that I'm here having made this product ourselves. People often wonder, why don't I have contract manufacturers do it for me? Because a contract manufacturer couldn't and wouldn't make a product like this. It's 100% pure. It's in a small capsule. It's easy to swallow, guaranteed gentle, even to the most sensitive stomach. And you could see just how small that capsule is. It's tiny, and you have to be quick, because when I open this, you'll see just how fine the powder is. And that's
they
why—
never repeat on you.
Yeah, that's why it won't. It just immediately goes into solution. We know this. You don't have to be a scientist to understand one of the basic laws of solubility, that when you talk about solubility, how much surface area of the thing you want to dissolve, how much of that surface area is exposed in the solution, that determines if it dissolves well. That scientific rule is very practically understood. If you put a sugar cube in a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, it takes a while to dissolve. If you put powdered sugar, it literally dissolves on the surface. That's that rule. That's that rule of surface area. And that is why all the products we make are an ultra-fine microgranulated powder, because it goes into solution without upsetting your stomach, and it's immediately available to deliver the benefits. When you imprison those valuable ingredients in a tablet, that interferes with your benefits, and that is not what you would do if you were making these for yourself.
That's it. And if you are just stopping in on Sunday night, we get a lot of channel surfers, so we welcome you. I'm so happy you found us, because this is a very special, today's special. It's one of Andrew's most popular. We do it one time a year. It's a product that, as I was mentioning, is one of our top selling products. It's Andrew's top reorder. People absolutely love this product because it works and it delivers. One of the things that I want you to know about it, and if you call, get whatever size you'd like. The larger bottles are on FlexPay. Normally, when you shop at HSN, you get a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Well, for this product, this time around, Andrew wants you to absolutely be sure you absolutely love it. So we're extending the return policy for 60 days. So you get a 60-day unconditional money-back guarantee. 2 months to get this home, get going on it, hit your 2 capsules a day, and see if don't start noticing a difference in your nails, in your hair, and in your skin. You're trying to grow your hair out, you're gonna notice a difference in your hair. You're trying to grow, if your nails are brittle or your nails always breaking, you want stronger nails, you want to grow your nails out, you're gonna notice the difference in your nails. Your skin, you want your skin to look more beautiful, you want your beauty products to work better. That's what a lot of us find with healthy hair, skin, and nails. Our beauty products work better, our hair products work better. Everything works better because the quality of your hair is better, the quality of your nails is better, and the quality of your skin. So keep that in mind. You get 60 days now. 60-day unconditional money-back guarantee. And all you're spending tonight is your first flex payment. So on the largest one, I don't have it handy, but whatever that first flex payment is on the big one here, I'll find out for you. I know it's affordable.
It's about $22.
It's like $22. And so you do that on your credit card, your first $22 on your credit card, there it is. Thanks, you guys. You spend that right now, free shipping and handling, get it home, and see if it doesn't work. You know, I mean, there's no other beauty product. This is Andrew's proprietary ingredient formula. Nobody else makes a hair, skin, and nail product like this. People try to copycat. There's other products that tout that they will help your hair and skin.
They haven't, no. People don't try to copycat. People try to make claims, but they don't invest in copying the formula, because to copy this formula...
They just copy the name.
Yeah. Well, and they have copied the name. But again, it's a product that the proof is in the pudding. And this is a product that's why I knew when we extended the guarantee, and that's when I asked, it was just last week, I asked HSN, we really should do this, because the only reason this product doesn't work for everyone, and given it has the lowest return rate of any product I make or any product at HSN, it works for virtually everyone. But the only reason it doesn't work for everyone is because it either wasn't used consistently enough or long enough. So I figured, let's eliminate any margin for error here. Instead of a 30-day money-back guarantee, let's go to a 60-day money-back guarantee. And the only thing that will do is it will lower the return rate. The only thing that will do is increase the number of positive reviews we get. And if you look at this product, it already has over 90% positive reviews. It has over 4,000, I think it has over 4,200 5-star reviews. It has hundreds of 4-star reviews. So it's a product that's just exceptionally well reviewed. And as I've said before, our hair, skin, and nails, it's sort of a unique tissue that it's one system. The nails, the hair, the skin, they all have the absolute same requirements. And the reason why I could say that is because the science says that. And if you didn't believe the science, all you'd have to do is read the reviews. And of those 5,000 reviews, you could find just as many who talk about benefits to the hair as you'll see benefits to the nails, as you'll see benefits for the skin. So you have it whether you want to read science or whether you want to read experience, which in some ways, I always say when it comes to the science, my favorite kind of science isn't laboratory science, it's epidemiologic science. And what epidemiologic science is, where you look at large populations and you might observe, wow, this large population that eats a lot of fish, their brains are healthier, their cardiovascular system are healthier. When you're looking at studies involving millions of people like that, or thousands of people, you go, wow, that's really valid science. That's the kind of science I like. When you're looking at a large population of people using this product, and you get feedback, and mind you, most people would tend to share or want to share negative feedback. When you get almost unanimously positive feedback, you know you have a product that works. So as far as the science, that's the really valuable science on this product that you get to read firsthand. You could either go online and look at the research on the ingredients, or you could go online and read the experience of thousands, not just dozens, but thousands upon thousands of people who've used the product.
Exactly. In case, again, if you're just stopping by, I'm sorry if I'm sounding like a broken record, but I know we get a lot of people checking in on Sunday night. It's little after 9 on the East Coast, little after 6 on the West Coast, depending on where you are. If you had a busy Sunday and you're just settling in, we're so happy you found us, because you're going to love this product. We're confident of that because it has such a huge success rate. There are thousands and thousands of perfect reviews. It's hard to get perfect reviews on a beauty product because we expect a lot from our beauty products. We want to see results. We want to see a difference in our skin. We want to see a difference in our hair and in our nails. And if we don't see a difference, we're sending it back, and we're certainly not reordering it. And so that's why I know you're going to be delighted, because this is our top reorder product. I want to show you the choices one more time. You choose what works best for you. If you just want to try it, we have a great little Try Me, a 60 cap size, and that today is only $15.90 to give it a go. Give it a try. We have a 180 size that normally would be $74.90. Tonight it's $39.90. We're offering flex pay on that as well. And then here are the 360. This is where it gets interesting. The 360, you guys, frankly, for $59.90, unbelievable value, because normally a 180 at midnight, 180 is going to cost $75.
That's right.
$75 for 180. Right now, for $60, check this out, you're getting double the amount. which will be going to $74.90.
A year's supply at 1 capsule a day.
That's right. And then here, I take 2 capsules a day. I think most of us probably do, but that's going to be up to you. Maybe you start with 2. You can back it down to 1 once you start getting everything moving. But here, the $7.20, this is the biggest value of all time. And I tell you that because for $89.90, that's never happened before. Last year, when it was a Today's Special, the $7.20 was $99.90. Note, last year when it was a Today's Special, it was 4,000 micrograms, not 5,000. So you're getting more biotin than ever before in the history of the product. You're getting the lowest price ever. You're saving $125. So this is, if you can do it, and again, you know your budget, but if you can do the largest one, the flex pays around $22.48. So that's up to you, but I will say, if you can do the biggest one, that is where you're going to get the most impact, frankly, because it's a full year supply. You take 2 a day, and you're going to start seeing major results. And especially because years ago, I've been taking this product like Andrew. We've been taking this for over 20 years. Well, years ago, it was 500 micrograms of biotin. And we all loved it. We were seeing results. But now 5,000 micrograms of biotin, this is a whole new day. And I mean, this is, you want to see results in the growth and quality of your hair, your skin, your nails. With this formula, you're going to start seeing those results faster. It's going to work faster. It's going to work better. But remember, you have 2 months to be sure you absolutely love it with an extended return policy. So best time ever to buy one of your most successful products.
Absolutely. It's an opportunity. I think there's hardly a single person, and if there is a single person who's going to disagree with the thing I'm about to say, then you are blessed. There isn't a single person who, as we age, our hair, our skin, or our nails isn't changing. That there are changes that we're observing. Our hair might not be as strong. It might be a little thinner. It might start thinning at our scalp. Our skin might be drier, might be scalier. There's things that we experience. There's actual problems that we might be having with our skin. Our nails might not grow out as well. There might be ridges in them. They might crack. They might be thin. That unless you're that one person in a million, and God bless you if you could say that can say you have no problems at all, that you're aging and your hair, skin, and nails haven't changed at all, then this is an opportunity. It's an opportunity to turn the clock back, because one of the issues we have as we grow older is maintaining all of the systems in our body. And our cardiovascular system, our heart, our brain, these are obviously vital organs. Our hair, skin, and nails, they play this critical barrier function that they keep the outside world out. But that critical barrier function means that unlike all our other organs in our body, our skin isn't protected from the outside world. It's one of the reasons why our hair, skin, and nails constantly grow. They don't just maintain themselves. They must constantly grow and replace themselves because of the assault that the outside world constantly commits on them. It's really, it's hard to imagine it that way, but we are this living thing in this inanimate world, and the only thing between us and that inanimate world is our integumentary system, our hair, our skin, and our nails, which is why they're constantly growing. And the quality of that hair, skin, and nails, unfortunately, the nutrient most responsible for their quality, we don't notice a deficiency for that in other systems, except our hair, skin, and nails. So although I'll read charts that will talk about marginal deficiencies of biotin now being observed in large segments of the population, I think in terms of our hair, skin, and nails, I think virtually all of us experience a marginal deficiency of biotin, because we only get about 30 to 50 micrograms at most of biotin. And when you read the research says even people who have normal biotin status observe benefits when they take biotin. What that tells me is normal biotin status, as might be defined by the health of other systems and organs in our body, and not defined by our hair, skin, and nails, that's not really normal, healthy biotin status. So let me read some of the science. I know it's not as maybe exciting and compelling as some of the testimonials, and we'll get to the reviews in a little bit. But the science is important, and what's also important is if you read the reviews on our product, you'll see that just delivering biotin is insufficient. You need to deliver biotin with the other ingredients that enhances and ensures its efficacy. That's why you could find probably more than 100 reviews that say, I tried biotin at even higher levels than Andrew's of mine, and it didn't work. But Andrew's did work, and that's because of the way we deliver biotin. And some folks, because biotin is so expensive, they take shortcuts. We never do. And what I love to read, there was we looked at the 5,000 reviews, and we looked at common threads in those reviews, common expressions. The word love was used in 1,773 of those reviews. 1,773. Stronger nails or stronger hair was referred to on 1,104 occasions. Growing better, growing healthier was referred to 916 times. It's out of 5,000 reviews. So thicker hair, thicker nails, 680 times. Saying the product works over 800 times. So that's when you see those universal expressions
People are passionate.
of efficacy, or just the fact that a third of the reviews, it's hard to believe, 1,700 times, 1,773 times, the words love. I mean, we used to joke around that before the days of the internet and email, and I'm dating myself now, we used to get love letters. That it's very strange that a company just making vitamins would get love letters. But now you could see the reviews and you could see the passionate words that are used. But the science is what I'm passionate about, because the science is what is the foundation for this product. That's the basis for this product. And the Journal of Drugs and Dermatology, again, biotin is a water-soluble B-complex vitamin. It's called vitamin H, H as in Henry, but it's vitamin H. So even though it's a B-complex vitamin, it has an independent name. It's called vitamin H, that has been shown to alter gene expression in more than 2,000 genes. So understanding what our hair, skin, and nails look like is the expression of our genes. We all share common biochemistry, which is why this works for everyone, but the way it expresses itself is going to be different in each person. Biotin is required for the cellular metabolism of glucose, of amino acids, of fatty acids, and the quality of our hair, skin, and nails is really the integration, the intersection of amino acids, which make up protein, and fatty acids, and also water. Journal of Drugs and Dermatology, the recommended daily allowance of biotin in adults is 30 micrograms daily. That is really the minimum amount for basic health, not for the appearance of our skin, hair, and nails, a basic minimum daily requirement there. And that's been the 30 micrograms has been the case for, I think, something like longer than I've been alive.
Wow.
And that's a long time. Unlike the biotin present in foodstuffs, which is largely protein-bound and incompletely absorbed, pharmaceutical preparations, the way we deliver it, of biotin possess virtually 100% bioavailability, meaning it works in your body. The importance of biotin for human health has been underappreciated for many years. Evidence has been provided that marginal biotin deficiency might be more common than widely believed. As I said, marginal biotin deficiency that affects our hair, skin, and nails might be almost universal. Almost universal.
Because we're not getting it in our diet.
No, the average person gets about 30 micrograms in their diet, which is insufficient for the healthiest appearing hair, skin, and nails. It might be sufficient for healthy systems in our body, but not for the appearance of our hair, skin, and nails. Therefore, biotin homeostasis, the balance of biotin, is crucial for maintaining normal body functions, and they're not even talking about hair, skin, and nails. They're talking about the heart and the brain,
How interesting.
which it is critical for our heart and brain, heart and nervous system. In humans and other mammals, biotin is essential for normal cellular functions, growth, and development. The importance of biotin for skin function and the consequence of biotin deficiency are well documented. This is not something newfangled.
Not just a fluff product, though.
No. We've been doing this because of the science for over 20 years. International Journal of Trichology, that has to do with our hair. Biotin is a coenzyme for carboxylase enzymes that assist various metabolic reactions involved in fatty acid synthesis, branched-chain amino acid catabolism, and gluconeogenesis, important for maintenance of healthy hair, skin, and nails. As I said before, it has to do with the integration of these tissues, amino acids, fatty acids, which, because our hair, skin, and nails, as simple as we might look at them on the outside of their body, they are complicated tissues, and the work they do is complicated work. It protects us basically from the outside world. Biotin is often recommended as a dietary supplement for strengthening hair and nails, often recommended by dermatologists. The quantity and quality of hair are closely related to the nutritional state of an individual. That's inescapable. Normal supply, uptake, and transport of proteins, calories, trace elements, and vitamins are of fundamental importance in tissues with a high biosynthetic activity, such as a hair follicle. And the most limiting nutrient is biotin. However, a number of metabolic disorders and conditions exist in which an individual's metabolism or uptake of biotin is abnormal. And simply, if we have challenged hair, challenged skin, or challenged nails, whatever the cause, it warrants supplementing with a product like this. And again, if you're taking, I got a call, if you're taking high blood pressure medications, cholesterol-lowering medications, there's nothing in this product which conflicts with those medications. You could show it to your doctor. This is not a drug. It's just a nutritional supplement with nutrients, vitamins that are essential for human health and essential for the functioning of the systems about which we're talking. So there's absolutely no risk of taking this with drugs or medicines. You could be confident in showing it to your doctor. There's nothing in here untoward whatsoever. Again, it's not a drug or a medicine. It's something better. It gives your body what it needs to engage in what is among the most demanding roles or tasks our body has to have. Our hair, skin, and nails comprise the largest system in our body. It's not just the largest system, it's the only one that constantly grows. It constantly grows because it's in communication, it's in touch, it's assaulted by the outside world. The rest of our body and our organs or systems are protected. We only need to maintain them. And on one hand, it might sound bad that the system constantly grows, we're constantly replacing it, but that's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to transform it. No other system in our body has that opportunity to be transformed because it's constantly being replaced. So that growth, that hunger that this system has is the opportunity, if you deliver what it requires, to make a profound difference.
And you have to check it out. Close to 43,000 of these have been spoken for. Last night when we launched our Today Special, we cut our presentation way back in terms of timing because we wanted to be sure we saved enough for tonight. So I just want to point out to you that we do have a few of these left. I don't know how many are left of the largest one. I will find out. But the bottom line that I will share with all of you, if you have not placed your order yet, I would encourage you to do it because this is a one-day offer. At midnight or when it sells out, this offer completely expires. It will not be back for a full year. Once a year for our birthday in July, Andrew brings us our beloved hair, skin, and nails, our favorite beauty product. I say our because I'm like you. If you are an Andrew Lessman vitamin taker, this is definitely for a lot of us at the top of our list of one of our favorite products. For me personally, I always joke, but I mean it, it is probably my favorite beauty product. I feel like you get a lot for your investment. I mean, for about $10 a day, the results you get from taking this product, the fact you will have better hair, you will have better skin, you will have better nails, this is a tiny drop in the bucket when you think about the amount of money we all spend on beauty products, think from cosmetics to hair products, to nail products, going to the nail salon, going to the hair salon. You think of all the money we spend on beauty. Beauty is a multi-billion, probably a multi-trillion-dollar industry. Think of all the money that's being spent daily to look more beautiful. And yet this does something that no beauty cream can do, that no hair product can do, that no nail product can do. This gives you the ingredients to manufacture better hair, better skin, better nails. That's why it works. It works from the inside out because most of us are not, nobody. And when Andrew was showing us last night, I was blown away. In order to get 5,000 micrograms of biotin in your diet, it would be virtually impossible. It would be impossible to consume the amount of calories it would take to have this level of ingredient in your body to see the kind of results you get from biotin. And by the way, I also love, Andrew, that this has MSM. It also has a full B complex in this formula. So understand, this is like taking a mini multivitamin. So of course you have all that biotin, but on top of that, you have all of the other surrounding nutrients. And that is by design, because if you get all the surrounding nutrients, it helps to bolster that biotin to be sure that you have everything you need for your optimal results.
Pantothenic acid, because of pantothenic acid's role in fatty acid metabolism, vitamin B12, these are all critical nutrients that are also involved in the growth of healthy hair, skin, and nails. Most Americans have a marginal deficiency in most or many of the B vitamins, especially biotin, especially B12, which is why when you look at those products that are even higher levels of biotin than mine, they don't deliver. They don't make a difference because they're just biotin. And they're not delivering nutrients or B12. No one else in the world delivers B12 as we do, that it's a natural coenzyme form and it's protected. So it's orally active. The only way to reliably get B12 otherwise is literally to get an injection. So we go about making sure that this product works and works in a fashion that no other product can make claim to. No other product has the reviews that we have in this kind of product, with over 5,000 reviews, and well over 4,000 of them are perfect 5-star reviews. But I just was going to read some more of the science and then read some of the reviews.
Great.
I have probably 300 reviews, 400 reviews we bought here. The hard part is bringing the reviews, picking the ones to bring. But I probably read 20 in the entire day, so I should read some of these charts. But just
20 out of
finishing
the
up,
4,218
Yes.
perfect ones.
Oh, and they're all so inspired, passionate. I recommend that you go online and just read them.
For sure.
And hopefully that's inspiring. But hopefully the science is too, from a medical journal that deals with our hair. This one
See,
comes.
I loved learning that all of the other health benefits. I guess I've never paid that much attention. We focus in on the beauty benefits of this product, and I loved how you were just taking us through that the aside to this are all of the, even if there weren't the beauty benefits, the health benefits involved with having accurate amount of biotin in our diet can make such a great difference for our personal health.
A critically essential ingredient in a prenatal vitamin. It's a critical ingredient, but again, we don't notice pathology. We don't notice health consequences as long as we get our 30 or 40 micrograms a day, which is typically what we get from our diet. But still, there are deficiencies out there. The marginal deficiencies that I think affect the visible appearance, the beauty of our hair, skin, and nails, I think that affects everyone. Because I think the 30, 40, 50 micrograms, and it's not I think, in reading the science and the research, that's something that we notice a difference the minute we start supplementing beyond it. And here, if we read these charts here, due to its availability, affordability, and effective marketing for this purpose, biotin is a popular nutritional supplement for treatment of brittle nails and hair loss. Moreover, there is no known, this is a common question we're asked today, there is no known toxicity of biotin in an order of magnitude. That means dramatically higher than the levels we're talking about here, greater than of the nutritional requirements. There are no reported cases of adverse effects from receiving high doses of the vitamin. So again, it's all benefit, no risk. Of the women complaining of hair loss assessed for serum biotin levels, this is a study on women complaining of hair loss, 38% had values consistent with biotin deficiency.
Oh.
And I would say what I would define as marginal deficiency, probably close to 100%, and only 13% had optimum levels.
Wow.
There's no doubt that biotin is connected to issues that we experience with the quality of our hair, the quality of our skin, and the quality of our nails. The Journal for Investigative Dermatology, biotin deficiency leads to pathologic, dermatologic, and neurocutaneous manifestations in skin and its appendages. It is well documented that biotin deficiencies in humans cause pathological changes in the skin and its appendages, such as dermatitis and alopecia, hair loss. Biotin therapy rapidly reverses the skin and hair abnormalities. That's why we see the results quickly in biotin deficiency in humans. In addition, pharmacological doses, exactly what we're talking about here, 2,500 micrograms or more, have been shown to improve the quality of nails and hair in humans in the absence of apparent biotin deficiency. That's what I was talking about, because I think the definition of marginal deficiency of biotin we miss, and that's what I think all of us likely suffer from, what would be a marginal deficiency. Now, some reviews. I haven't really done these today, but they're compelling. Best help ever for nails. I've never had nails that would grow, let alone be strong. I've had people comment on how nice my nails look, asking if they are artificial. I'd recommend this very strongly.
Excellent.
Crown and Glory. I've used this product for almost 2 years. My hair has grown to shoulder length, hair edges have grown, and the thickness is unbelievable. I am 72 years old, and this product is amazing. My skin and nails have never been a problem, so this product was an enhancement. Bless you, Andrew. Thank you, Marie in Wisconsin. Miracle. My hair is so much better than in my whole life. I can't believe I had to wait 65 years before I tried something like this. And that's what I say, one of the most common themes is, why did I wait? I had nothing to lose. I can really tell the difference. I will never be without. I just ordered 500 capsules. Thanks.
Great.
Works for me and for my husband. I've been taking Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails for several years now. My nails are stronger than they used to be and have grown longer. My husband's fingernails were thin and were splitting. One thumbnail was split all the way down to the cuticle before I persuaded him to try Andrew's product. But now they are healthy and strong. He also said his toenails are growing more quickly than they had been. I think this is an effective and amazing product, and I quickly notice a difference when I don't take it. Strength Plus. I've been taking the Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails for probably a year and a half, and after the first 2 months, I noticed my nails were getting stronger. They were so thin they were translucent, and you could just tear them. Now they are hard and have actual white tips. I have tried several nail products, but they never worked. If it was a polished, then it just peeled off. The other benefit is my hair. I typically have a lot of hair, but since taking this supplement, I could get my hair cut every 3 weeks. I started out taking 2 capsules every day, and after close to a year, I cut back to 1 because my hair grew too fast. I highly recommend this product. I'll just do a few more. Amazing results, and look how well written these are.
I know.
I ran out of Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails about 8 months ago and forgot to reorder. One day during the holidays, I looked down at my ragged nails and was ashamed at how they looked. My nails were brittle and broken and had a bunch of white spots on them. I put an alert for Andrew Lessman's next appearance. I ordered this product as well as a few others. I've been back on it for a few weeks now, and my nails are growing fast. They are also smooth and spot-free. I can physically see and feel the difference. I had to take a picture because the change was so dramatic. Thank you, Andrew, for creating such an amazing product.
Wow.
No more splitting fingernails. I tried this product based on the number of positive reviews, and now I understand why. I've always had thin fingernails with ridges in them, and they would split along the ridges frequently. I was amazed at how quickly I saw results from taking one of these per day. Smoother, thicker fingernails with no splitting. Another noticeable result was seeing how much faster my fingernails are now growing. I don't review many products, but my clearly visible results needed to be shared, and that's from Nicholas in Wisconsin. So where you really see it quickly, fingernails and hair, and then a little more slowly the skin. It works. I will add my review to the 5,000 plus reviews. I noticed more hair in the tub drain after showering. My hair seemed thinner in texture. This is a common theme.
Yep.
I thought, whether on the pillow or in the drain, I will try this. You would think I would have more faith in Andrew's products. I love his Choco Nuvo, the Cholesterol, etc. But I was a bit skeptical with this one. Well, after about 2 weeks, I noticed much less hair in the drain, and my hair seems thicker. I can feel it when I comb it. It feels like it did years ago. I'm sure I will see benefits for my skin too, but the hair alone makes this a total winner. Andrew's vitamins are the real deal. It is common sense nutrition. Thanks, Andrew, for another great product. I will not be without this. P.S. I learned to buy the larger sizes of the vitamins. You really do save a lot, and it beats buying every month.
You do.
That's with our today's special.
You spend a little more up front, but over the long haul, if you're going to take it every day, you really are saving.
A dime a day.
That's right.
And the formula next year will not be any better than this, and likely won't be as good a value as this. The best we'll do is maybe this same value. So if you take this for 2 years, it won't lose potency. You're doing fine. But last review here, fantastic. I've been using this product for 5 years and will never stop. My hair started getting thinner and my nails brittle with ridges on them. I thought my skin was fine. 2 weeks into taking this product, my skin looked fantastic and healthier. I did not know I could be healthier looking. We hear it all the time. My hair is thick and grows. My nails are hard and not brittle, and the ridges are gone. I noticed when you stop taking it in a few weeks, you see why you started taking it to begin with.
It's true.
So I will never stop. Please buy if you want or need improvement in your hair, skin, or nails. All of us would like, I think just all of us are skeptics. I'm a skeptic. All of us would like to see a difference. Time is not kind and not compassionate to our hair, skin, and nails. This is a product that allows you to sort of turn back the time by really allowing that machinery, that very complex machinery that makes these complex tissues, to do it even better.
That's it. And all you have to do is call us or log on to hsn.com. If you're new to HSN, if you want to try one of our products, if you're listening to all the wonderful benefits and you're hearing reviews from people who are taking it and seeing result, there are thousands and thousands of reviews just like that. But just to remind everybody, you're deciding the size you want. That's the only thing you're deciding, what size you'd like us to send you. Just to break this down for you, and just like one of the reviewers said, if you can order the largest one, this is clearly going to be your biggest savings, because you start taking this, you're probably going to want to take it every day. And I plan to take it for the rest of my life, as long as Andrew manufactures it. The 720 at $89.90 is unequivocally the best value. By far, we've never, ever had a better value than this. The 720 is normally $99.90. The 720 for a today's special is normally 4,000 micrograms of biotin. This 720 for the very first time, and all of the formula, is 5,000 micrograms. So it's 1,000 more micrograms of biotin, and he's dropped the price another $10. So this is by far the greatest value ever on our top selling, top reorder product here at $125 savings, $65. A lot of you are going to do the 360 as well. That's one capsule a day that'll last you for a year at $59.90. Note this, normally for $89.90, to buy 180 capsules is around $75. So for $15 extra, you're going from 180 capsules to 720 capsules. That is why so many people are jumping in, stocking up today. And the largest bottle, by the way, if you have a credit card, you can do $22 and change on your credit card. We'll send it home to you, and you get to try it for 60 days. It's not a 30-day money-back guarantee. It's a 60-day unconditional money-back guarantee. So it really will give you time, because some people, I saw results within the first couple of weeks, but some people might take a little longer, 3 or 4 weeks. It just depends on you.
Using it every day is critical.
Yes.
And a good way to start it, even if you want to use it affordably in the future, which you can at 1 capsule a day will be fine, for that first 60 days, try 2 capsules a day. You could do 1 capsule one day, 2 capsules, but you have to do it every day. And as the science says, you'll see benefits. It's a product that I'm confident that it will deliver benefits, something you'll see. And 60 days is an abundance of time, because the one thing about our hair, skin, and nails, we're constantly remanufacturing them. We're constantly making new tissue. So at the end of 60 days, you've grown a significant amount of hair. Your nails have grown a significant amount in 60 days. Your skin has replaced itself to a significant level. I think in 90 days, 80–90% of our skin has been remanufactured. So it's plenty of time, that 60 days, to see the benefits. And as I said before, I wish more of us could say this, but I don't think any of us could say that as we've gotten older, our hair, skin, and nails have gotten better. So if they haven't gotten better, it means they've gotten worse. So if they've gotten worse, this is an opportunity. And whether it might be medications or health conditions or stress or things we might do that affect the quality of our hair, skin, and nails, this is not a drug or a medicine. Whatever those other things that are affecting your quality of your hair, skin, and nails, if your hair, skin, and nails are asking for help because of those other factors, then this is the kind of help that those systems require, because this is basically giving the basic machinery that manufactures those tissues the nutrients, the requirements that they have.
It's true. And by the way, for all the guys listening, or for the ladies, if you want to do something really sweet for your husband, get him going on this. Guys love it. Carlos, about 2 years ago, started taking this. He asked me about it one day. I think he's noticed his hair was thinning a little bit, and he started taking it. He loves this product. His hair is thick, his hair looks great, he's in his 60s, and he's thrilled with his results. So I will just say, for all the gentlemen listening, this is a beauty product for you too. There's no reason why we should just keep it all to ourselves, girls. So for the guys in your life, they will love it, and for any of the gentlemen watching, this is an excellent product for you to be taking. You'll see results too. Many
of the reviews you see are from gentlemen, from men. In fact, many of the reviews, oftentimes it's a man that shares the product with the woman in his life, or certainly vice versa. So as I've said before, my company, we have no advertising budget. So the only reason this product becomes more and more popular, because it happens even when I'm not here, is because people share their experience with this product. And the reviews, they speak volumes, and I read a few of them there. The reviews are the most compelling testimony about the efficacy of the product. I love the science. The science is what has given us the blueprint to make such an effective product. But the science and the reviews, that's sort of like an epidemiologic study. That's a population study where we're getting feedback from the people who are in that population study. So why not become a member of that group, see if you can make a difference? And a lot of us like to prove people wrong. It's an opportunity for you to prove me wrong. And if it doesn't work for you, then it's at my expense because you send it back, and whether you paid 1 or 2 of those flex pays, that flex pay is going to be refunded to you, so it'll cost you nothing.
Exactly. I know we're going to be wrapping this up. Did you have any idea that over 20 years ago when you first brought us this product that it would become one of the all-star products in your entire line?
I grudgingly initially even talked about this on television because initially my entire position with this product was, I make serious products. This is not a serious product. I make products that deal with, serious systems in our body, the integumentary, our hair, skin, and nails. In fact, I was naive then, and I now stand here and I admit I was completely wrong. Our hair, skin, and nails is probably among the most important systems in our body, not just because it makes us feel better and self-esteem and things like that, but it's what protects us from the outside world. And the outside world is an assault on our body. When you think environmentally, retaining moisture, which we'll talk about in a moment, phytoceramides. So this hair, skin, and nails serves a barrier function on our behalf. And these are the ingredients that allow those tissues to be their healthiest and healthiest appearing, which is very important to us.
Here we go. Okay.
Yep.
Should we talk about phytoceramides? Okay.
Yes,
Keep
we'll just
ordering.
Mention it briefly.
Today's special. If you'd like to get yours, it's still available. Right now, we have all the sizes, so that's the good news.
We'll speak about the hair, skin, and nails for about 20 minutes at the end of the hour.
Okay.
We'll come back to it, and that'll be it. It's gone, and then it goes back to its normal formula and normal pricing thereafter.
So phytoceramides works hand in hand with the today's special.
Absolutely. In fact,
hair, skin,
when
and
I
nails.
just spoke about sort of the barrier function that our skin provides, that it keeps out the outside world, it keeps our interior, basically, and most importantly, it keeps us hydrated, that we can't lose moisture. When we lose moisture, in fact, when I always talk in the past that various things are responsible for our demise now, but if we went back thousands of years, two of the most common causes of our dying was either starvation or dehydration. So keeping ourselves hydrated was an incredibly important thing to survive. If we lost moisture or water too quickly, we couldn't survive. Now we think about hydration in terms of the beauty of our skin. So well-hydrated skin is more beautiful skin. I said this before, that if you want to understand how important it is to drink fluid all day long in terms of having beautiful, hydrated, healthy-looking, moisturized skin, all you need to go is spend some time in a hospital and look at a patient who is dehydrated. When that person is dehydrated, you see a dramatic difference in the quality and the appearance of their skin. So it's naive for anyone to think that we could have beautiful hydrated skin without first making sure we hydrate. We drink fluid throughout the day, whether it's tea or water, whatever it might be. We need to take in that moisture. Unfortunately, as we get older, bladder function being what it is and things like that, we tend to drink less fluid because we don't want to use the restroom as frequently. But again, moist skin isn't about putting moisturizers on the outside of the body. It's about having that moisture available inside the body and then having the tools within the body to retain that moisture. The single most important molecule for moisture retention inside the body are ceramides. That's what we're talking about here. So ceramides are the molecule that the body uses along with essential fats and along with actually cholesterol. Cholesterol isn't just a bad thing. Cholesterol is a critical molecule in our brain. It's critical in cell membranes. It's critical for moisture retention in beautiful skin. But ceramides are first and foremost the most singular molecule in terms of moisturizing our skin.
There we go. I know. I just bumped into Amy Morrison, who is our resident beauty maven here at HSN, and she told me in June we talked about this briefly, and she told me she ordered her. She takes the healthy hair, skin, and nails, but she ordered her phytoceramides. I did too, because I had not been taking it. But when I started learning about the fact that this is a moisturizer that works from the inside out, I mean, this is real moisture for your skin.
What's interesting, if I took a pin and punctured this capsule and I put it on my hands or my skin, it would feel really moisturizing. It would feel wonderful. But that's superficial moisturizing. That's an emollient feeling on the surface of your skin. Real moisturizing that we see visibly when we see beautiful moisturized skin, that's taking place on the inside. That requires water, hydration, and it also requires the molecules in our skin to be well organized specifically the ceramides, to contribute and to hold on to, retain that moisture in the skin.
Let me show you what the choices are. We have a 30, a 60, a 180, or a 240 cap size. So you just choose the size you'd like. Here is where the pricing is going to be going. And here is our special birthday pricing. We have flex pay on these 3 sizes. Everything's on free shipping, of course. You're saving $80, $50, $27, or $16 depending on the size you're ordering. So give it a try if you're not taking it yet. It really is exciting to know that there's a product that will offer that level of moisture that we're absolutely, no matter, there's not a beauty cream, again, that can do what this product can do for us. And I think that, and if you did order the Today's Special, this works hand in hand with the Today's Special to provide if your skin is dry. If you have dry skin, that means you have lines and wrinkles on your skin, because that's the problem. The drier our skin is, the more lined it gets, the more wrinkles we have. And so this is going to help to plump up, smooth out the appearance of your skin in a way that is natural, naturally hydrating. So it's a very smart product. If you'd like it, pick the size that you'd like. We have them all available right now, very special birthday pricing. When Andrew comes every July, we focus on beauty. It's where Andrew really likes to share his top beauty-based products, but of course there are a lot of other health benefits along with the beauty benefits of taking phytoceramides.
And again, ceramides, it was a Today's Special that we sold out kind of in a blink of an eye earlier in June.
Yep.
So we just wanted to make sure that we had it here sort of as a backup for those of you, and there are a lot of you who weren't able to order it then.
There we go. Okay, we're going to scoot over because coming up next,
we haven't talked about this for a long time.
Well, you know what?
CoQ10.
This was my host pick.
That's why we didn't talk about it, because
Thank you for doing
we
that
were doing
for me.
that with your host
It was so
pick. Yep.
sweet because Andrew knows I love CoQ10. CoQ10, I know you do too.
Yes.
It is one of Andrew's absolute top sellers, top reorder product as well. But his Coenzyme Q10 is the best. And if you're going to take CoQ10, and if you're not taking it, you should consider taking it because it's an incredible product. It's a notice, feel the difference product. There's so many health benefits to it. And for the birthday, we have extra special pricing. This is the first time we've been able to share it for the entire birthday visit. So let's talk about it. A 30, a 60, a 120, or a 240 size. Here is our everyday HSN pricing. You're saving $40, $20, $10, or $5. $119.90 is going to get you 240 capsules of the world's finest Coenzyme Q10 product. And the key to this, of course, it's a huge customer pick on hsn.com. So we love talking about it, but if you have a minute, go read those reviews. Again, thousands of
I just
perfect
noticed it
reviews.
says 3,100, over 3,100 perfect 5-star reviews.
Right.
This is an ingredient that I first came in contact with in the early 1980s. And actually, when I first came in contact with it, it was manufactured in Japan. It was the only natural CoQ10 in the world. And because my company was so tiny, I had to convince them to sell me a small quantity to incorporate into our nutritional supplements, because I wanted to make a CoQ10 supplement as I make it here, where I combined it with other B-complex vitamins. Because I've always said, CoQ10 should be considered a B-complex vitamin, and it should be considered the most important of all the B-complex vitamins. The only reason it is not is because the other B-complex vitamins can't be made by your body. Your body can make a small amount of CoQ10, but your body cannot make an adequate amount of CoQ10. And as we get older, it's even more and more inadequate. So I think CoQ10 should be considered a B vitamin, the most important of the B vitamins, and it's involved in the most important aspect of energy production in the cell, which is the transport of the electrons, and the movement of that electron potential is the energy that we all experience as human beings. So CoQ10 goes to the very core of energy production in our cells, but at the same time, CoQ10 is among the most protective compounds you could ever consume. And leave it to Mother Nature, you know, that incredible God-given design that we all benefit from, that on one hand, it's critical for all energy production. On the other hand, it's one of the most protective molecules we could ever contemplate ingesting. And that's why you look at the reviews, it's right there with hair, skin, and nail, circulation, vein support, my essential omega-3, my most popular reorder products. And originally, CoQ10, a 200 milligram product, was about $2 per capsule. So today, the product is a fraction of what it cost when I introduced it in 1984, which is 34 years ago. So CoQ10 is a relatively new ingredient to most companies. I'd say the last 10 or 15 years at most. It's a product that I've been talking about for almost 35 years.
That's it. Required for all energy production. I always love when Andrew used to talk about the fact that it's ubiquitous. It's literally found in every single cell. A cell can't be alive without it. Every cell of our body.
And it's funny that its name is ubiquinone, and ubiquinone coming from the word, the Latin root, ubiquitous, which means found everywhere. Like if you run into someone all over the place, you might say, gosh, you're ubiquitous. That would be a very, very good use of the word. But so ubiquinone is present in all tissues because it was observed to be present in all cells and all tissues. Little did they know when they defined it as such, they didn't understand the mechanism of ubiquinone at the time, that if it wasn't there, that cell couldn't be alive, because the thing I just talked about before, the electron transport that's responsible for the energy that's responsible for our existence can't take place without ubiquinone. So it can't take place without CoQ10. So it's ubiquinone because it's ubiquitous and it's always found in these cells, because if it's not found in those cells are basically not alive. So the key to our existence, the key to, which is really energy. And one of the most common complaints when we go to see doctors, especially as we get older, is fatigue. And as I always say, before we start looking at complicated explanations for fatigue, we obviously all have enough calories on our body. We're not running short of calories on our body. And I always look to the machinery of how our body makes energy. I leave it to doctors to deal with the issues that they deal with that might be a cause of fatigue. But I look at the basic foundational chemistry of energy production in our body, which goes to the B-complex vitamins and goes to CoQ10. And that is why we have never made CoQ10 without the B-complex vitamins.
There you go. And it's found primarily in the hardest working organs in our body.
At the highest concentrations.
Heart, brain, liver, pancreas,
muscles.
Kidneys. I mean, you think about the high concentration in those organs. That's why it's so important. I think this is another one. When we first started talking about it, we focused a lot on heart health, but the health benefits in general. It's one of those products, pretty much we all need to be supplementing CoQ10.
Isn't that even when you look at animal studies, and you look at animal studies that talk about extended lifespan when organisms are, and that would be a good animal study in my mind, when you're giving them something that actually enhances their health, and not in some other scientific research with using drugs and medicines, which we won't get into that whole discussion about animal studies. But just when you look at an ingredient like this, that's absolutely essential for energy production. And energy, again, is what defines the quality of our lives, your ability to do work. It defines our attitude. And as Colleen was just saying, if you look at the highest concentrations of CoQ10 in the tissues of our body, you're basically looking at the most energy-intensive tissues. So highest concentrations are found in the heart, in skeletal muscles, in say, our liver, in our brain. So the organs that we require to never stop working on our behalf, to constantly produce energy on our behalf, they require CoQ10.
That's it. I would love for you to treat yourself to this. This is a Notice the Difference product when you take it. You feel better when you take it. You definitely get a sense of energy and well-being when you take this product. It's outstanding. There's a lot of, it's funny because over 20 years ago when Andrew first started talking about CoQ10 on television, nobody had ever heard of it. Nobody had a clue what it was, and you had to really educate.
Oh, no,
it was like ground zero. You had to really take us from the bottom up and explain to us why this is important to supplement. And now we're here 2 decades later. Most of you are familiar. You've heard about it. People talk about it. You read it in health magazines. You hear about it on different TV and radio health-oriented shows. I think we all understand the importance of supplementing CoQ10. If you're going to take CoQ10, Andrews is a product you want to take. It is the world's finest, because not all CoQ10 is the same. A lot of it is synthetic. A lot of it is not to this high standard. A lot of it is not to this high quality. So if you're going to spend your hard-earned money on CoQ, this is the product that we all, I think, would want to be taking.
You want it to work. You want it to be the best. Ours will not upset your stomach. It's easy to swallow, ultra-fine powder in a capsule. And one of the original reasons I really emphasize CoQ10, but beyond its role in protecting our bodies as a protective compound and energy production, was the most going back even about 10 or 15 years, quickly one of the most popular drugs were statin drugs for lowering cholesterol, and they still are. And if you look at how statin drugs work, and hopefully this will be easy to understand, the way our body produces cholesterol, it's a metabolic pathway. And there's something here called, it's called the mevalonate pathway. But there's an enzyme here called the HMG-CoA reductase. So that HMG-CoA reductase, statin drugs inhibit that enzyme. It interrupts this part of the metabolic pathway. And when it interrupts this metabolic pathway, it interrupts the production of two things, cholesterol and CoQ10. Because after mevalonate, we end up going to farnesyl, and farnesyl is an intermediate before you get to cholesterol and CoQ10. So when you're looking at the mevalonate pathway and statin drugs, yes, that's great, we're lowering cholesterol, but it's horrible that we're lowering CoQ10. So that's when I really started talking about CoQ10, because anyone prescribing statin drug, I hate to say it, it should be basic standard of care that they also recommend CoQ10. Because just as statin drugs lower cholesterol, they also lower CoQ10. And as much as cholesterol might be adverse for the health of our heart, CoQ10 is essential for the health of our heart. So that's one of the basic reasons I began to emphasize CoQ10 going back 15 or 20 years.
And we're not getting it in our diet in any adequate way,
no, here,
right?
Look at this chart here. You anticipated the next thing I was talking about. The best sources of CoQ10, again, it's used in tissues that require a lot of energy. It's going to be in organ meats or muscle. So pork heart, chicken liver, beef heart, beef liver, beef shoulder, pork shoulder. That's where the highest levels. But again, you'd have to consume more than 2 pounds of pork heart.
Jeez.
Or chicken heart, 3 pounds, to equal 1 capsule. So of course, even if you're eating steak every day and chicken every day or whatever it might be, fish, you're still only getting a few milligrams of CoQ10 from typical portions. If you want to go back here, just a typical 4 ounces of pork or beef or chicken is giving you 2 or 4 or 5 milligrams. So now you see in a typical portion, you get minimal amounts of CoQ10.
Yeah. So if we're consuming those ingredients, we're not getting the proper amounts. I know we're going to wrap this up. Pick the size that you'd like. We'd love to get you going on this, or stock up today while we have the great birthday pricing. But we have more to share. This is the last hour of the visit with Andrew Lessman. So we're going to squeeze in a few more goodies for all of you. There's only an abbreviated presentation of the Today Special coming up a little bit later on in the show. If you're just stopping by, I'm glad you're here, because the birthday month is always an exciting time. We love when it's July because Andrew brings us his best values of the year on